Okay, hello and welcome. I am live, and this is gonna be fun. Alright, I am going to take a minute here. Fun story. Not really. No, shit, that's the wrong button. My iPad decided that it was gonna stop working. So, I'm going to have to use the PS4 to keep an eye on the chat, because I do want to be able to see the chat. There we go. That's gonna be a little bit weird, because I'm not used to doing this. Haven't done this in a while. Thought I felt the sneeze coming. Alright, should be good to go. Just gonna be a little awkward. No, the horses are over there, so if anything, they're in the front. I'm in the back. I'm by the cave. See, I've already played so much of the new Spider-Man game. I call it new. It came out last year. I've been, pardon. I've been playing Spider-Man so much that I keep trying to use Spider-Man controls for Red Dead here. Like, right trigger is not run. Shut up, phone! Nobody asked you. Sorry, I don't know if anybody heard it. Oh, man. This is actually the first Spider-Man game that I've played since the one on the N64. And surprisingly, it has a lot of the same villains. Or at least it has name-dropped Rhino and Scorpion. They haven't actually shown up yet in my my personal playthrough. Although, the game, obviously, it opens with you going after the Kingpin. And it repeatedly name-drops other villains. Rhino, Scorpion, the Chameleon, Venom. It hasn't mentioned Venom by name, but it did make a Lethal Protector reference. The Shocker, I've run into him a couple times now.
Easy, easy.
Alright, hold up here, Sasha. There we go. That's 1 of 13. Maybe I should just use regular ammo for this, not the expensive stuff. Pardon me. And we've been introduced in the game, or I have. Well, no, I could say we for one of them, because I did stream a little. But, Otto Octavius, obviously.
Real good.
In my personal playthrough, he hasn't become Doc Ock yet, but it's coming. Whoa! You okay, Sasha? Bit of a tumble there. There we go. That's 5 of 13. And, Norman Osborn is the mayor.
There we go.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Mr. Negative. Yeah, that's the, From what I can tell, Mr. Negative is going to be the primary antagonist of this one. And I really like the way they're handling the character.
Yep.
Like, aside from Norman Osborn,
Hold up.
I've been a fan of how they've done pretty much everybody. Even Mary Jane. I hate Mary Jane. Mary Jane Watson. I've never liked her. I don't know why. I've just always kind of put up with her because she was there in the cartoon. But I actually kind of like how they've handled her in this game. Oh yeah, I've already said on Twitter that I think the PS4 game has my favorite version of Otto Octavius.
Giddy up.
Who is voiced by the same guy who played Rigby on Regular Show. Which I didn't notice at first, but after a friend pointed it out to me, I haven't been able to unhear it.
Yeah.
Okay, what am I missing? I'm up to what, 10 of 13?
Okay.
Okay, there's 11 and 12. Ah, there you are. Oh, that's 12 and 13. Okay, cool. Goody.
Yep.
Yeah, I haven't actually played many of the Spider-Man games. But, the PS4 game does... It's really fun, and it actually, like, really pays off to be like a Spider-Man nerd from the 90s. To know a lot of these references.
Remember me? I helped with those dogs. I've been seeing about this curse of yours.
Welcome, brother.
It's a dark omen.
Those charms out in the woods, they all been broken.
All of them?
So I guess that's it for your suffering.
Ah! It's a miracle. We're saved. The darkness lifted.
Not saved.
Huh?
Cursed. He broke the charms. And the spirits are set loose.
We're doomed then?
Hold on. You said the charms was protecting the curse.
I said it was a dark omen. I said he had the demon's tongue.
Now, I need some light here. Now, I don't know what to think.
Hey, look at me.
Yeah?
I think something's going on in this holler. And it ain't a curse. And whatever else it ain't, this feller don't want you to know.
Liar! I told you he would lie and dissemble.
Something's up. And this one wouldn't be so quick with ideas he didn't have some clue of it.
This is the second time in my life that I've heard someone say dissemble. I thought that was something that, like, Star Trek did, because an alien would use a different word, but, like, this is interesting to me.
the gift. My ancestor.
I got a gift right here.
I'm going to commune with the spirits. Dark omens! Dark spirits!
What is he hiding?
He always spoke truthful to us. There is a dig on the other side of the hill there. There was a dig anyway. It's closed now. He always said something about not going over there.
Well, maybe I'll take a look at that dig. See if I can see something.
Okay, yeah, no, actually, we've been to the mine in the last RDR2 stream we did. Oh man, that actually does sound like a really interesting scene. Cletus Cassidy. If it is, like, an actual... Okay, what I'm picturing in my head is probably wrong, but it's like... The post-credit scene in Venom, when he goes to interview him at the prison, and it's just like sort of a calm conversation. If that was what Peter and Cletus's discussion on ethics was like, that would be cool. I doubt that's what it actually is, though. Like, I grew up watching the Spider-Man cartoon back in the 90s, and one of the first comics that I ever owned was, it was a Spider-Man comic with Carnage in it. And with as much blood and swearing as there was in that comic, if my mom knew, she never would have let me read Spider-Man again. Okay, you're gonna have to make your comments smaller, because the PS4 will not show the whole thing. So if there was more to that beyond Spider-Man won't kill, I'm not getting it.
This is the dig.
Oh, there we go. Quick time event. If you can call it that. Button prompt, more like. You know what I should have done? Instead of taking out a pistol, I should have taken out my my Viking hatchet and just hacked down the boards. And yes, for anyone wondering, I do have a Viking hatchet. I can't show it off right now, but I have a Viking hatchet. And a Viking helmet. Pardon me. Since you mentioned Spawn, I would like to share a little fun story with you. Neil Gaiman, my favorite author, once wrote for Spawn. He invented the character Angela. I think there was another, but he invented Angela. That much I know for sure. And Todd McFarlane refused to pay him for his work on the comic. So Neil took Todd to court and won. So Todd had to pay for him, had to pay him for his work, and was not allowed to use the character Angela. So then, Todd McFarlane, being the scumbag that he was, creates a new character that is literally just a ripoff of Angela, And Neil Gaiman's like, hey, wait a minute. Do you want me to sue you again?
Yeah, looks cursed, all right. Who's there? I see you over there. The game's up. There's poison in this mine. God damn you!
Poison and an angry outlaw. Can I not access my weapon wheel so I can heal myself? Follow the steam, it says. What steam where?
Come on.
Honestly, I just want access to medicine. Can I have my medicine, please, game?
Run off heading, huh?
Wait, there we go.
Gotta go somewhere.
Yeah, this looks like an exit. Well, the chances of me meeting your friend Adrian seem pretty slim, so I don't think I've got to worry about offending him by talking shit about
Come on.
Todd Senpai.
Right.
Yeah, see, we actually came to this very spot in my last stream.
Hey, shoot! Shoot, get out of here! It ain't safe!
You can put the lantern away, Arthur. It's broad fucking daylight. That was an accident.
Okay, girl. Yeah.
See, honestly, I don't really understand. I don't really understand this idea of like not being able to talk about the flaws of the people who inspire you.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like I said, Neil Gaiman, right? But Neil Gaiman also, like, I don't like the fact that pretty much every one of his books has a not super graphic, but more graphic than I would like sex scene. Just out of nowhere, totally unnecessary. Every single one of them, except for the children's books,
I told
obviously.
you I would save you. I said I would lead you out of the darkness.
Show us the light!
I shall. I shall. But first, you have to mark your signs on this paper. It's a powerful magic that will protect you on your journey.
I hereby release, absolve, and indemnify the aforementioned Roanoke Fuel Company.
Stop reading. You didn't tell me you could read.
What kind of trick you pulling now?
Oh, you're back! We thought the curse had got you.
Nope, but he nearly did. Don't you go nowhere. I was down that old dig and I found this, leaking all the way into the lake. You've been poisoned.
No, we were warned not to heed what you say.
Well, let him tell you then. What's this?
It's nothing.
Nothing? Oh, then you won't mind taking a drink?
Hey,
Please, no!
No!
You've killed me. I'm poisoned.
Poison now, is it?
Oh, the dig. All they found was arsenic and lead. They dug down into the cave system and spread. I was
See, that makes more sense. I thought it was copper, or no, I thought it was mercury, but it looked like copper. Arsenic and lead makes more sense.
meant to get you all to go.
Now you heard it.
It's taken me.
Oh, dear. Dear God, there's no arguing. It's clear as day. We're cursed.
Curse? What are you talking about?
Powerful forces have taken on this town.
It ain't spirits. It's a mining company.
No, it is spirits. Spirits taken through a mining company. Brothers and sisters, we got some praying to do.
Don't pray. Do something. You'll die, or worse.
Just go. It's our curse. It's ours to deal with. Now, the medicine man left some money there. Just take it if you want it.
Christians, am I right?
Okay, my girl.
Yeah, that's not exactly just a Christian thing, obviously. Just America, late 1800s, probably Christians. See, now there's nothing wrong with that. Like, find what inspires you and go for it. It doesn't matter if it's from like a shitty person, as long as you yourself are not trying to be a shitty person, right? Like, okay, I have always wanted to be a musician. Ever since I was 5 years old and first saw Labyrinth. Because David Bowie was handsome and could sing. I was like, I want to be that, and I want to be with that. I want to marry David Bowie when I grow up. Obviously, I never got the chance. He's been married. He had been married for a long time before I even saw that film. But yeah, I mean, Bowie had a huge impact on my life, on my dreams and hopes and aspirations. Bowie also did a lot of drugs, and at one point was talking about how maybe fascism wasn't such a bad idea. So, like, obviously, I don't want to latch onto that part of Bowie. I want to latch onto 90s Bowie, where he was, like, doing interesting, cool new things with his music, and he was touring with Nine Inch Nails.
You shut that filthy mouth. Keep back, mister. Got a real mean...
Or Morrissey. I fucking love Morrissey as a musician, as a human being. No. Fantastic musician. Fucking... what was it? What was the fucking record? God damn. My mind is just gone. What was it? ...2007. What was the fucking... I gotta Google this. Give me just a second. This is bugging me. Nobody cares, but I care. I have to know. I mean, honestly, like, you mentioned JonTron there in the chat. Morrissey was basically the same kind of thing for me. Except that Morrissey was, he also has, like, the vegan supremacy thing going, which is dumb. I mean, there's nothing wrong with veganism. If that's what you want to do, go for it. Don't take such a moral high ground, though, that you condemn non-vegans for it. What was it? Years of Refusal, 2009. I was off by 2 years. But yeah, that record. Big deal for me. And then I find out that Morrissey says the Chinese are a subspecies of humans. And that Sadiq Khan can't speak properly. Oops. So no, I'm not hitching my wagon to Morrissey the person, but like... Last of the Famous International Playboys is still going to be one of my favorite songs until the day I die.
The thing is, Sadie, I really can't... I must come. He's my husband.
I know he's your husband, but it's gonna be... Well, it's gonna be...
I insist.
Insist all you like. Ain't happening. Arthur, tell her.
Tell her what?
She ain't coming with us to collect her husband.
Abigail, you ain't coming. That's the end of the matter.
See, there you heard him. Now let's go. But nothing. It'll be quicker and easier with just the two of us. Plus, John will be calmer without worrying about you. Ain't complicated.
Well, I ain't the crying sort, but I'm real grateful.
Yeah, we know you are. We'll bring him back to you.
Thank you. Thank you both.
See, yeah, I mean, I like vegan food. I've attempted veganism. I didn't go about it the right way, though.
Bit of cover to move in close enough to find a spot. Look for John.
Then all we gotta do is take out all the guards and row our way out of there. Seems simple enough.
How many times, Marston?
Okay, bring us over. We good? Let's head for that watchtower.
Okay.
Stay low.
I should have brought different guns. Wait, hang on. Why are these loaded with different ammo types? And I don't think I have a scoped rifle on me. It'd probably kind of come in handy here. Hey! Speaking of musicians, that one guy is currently streaming on Twitch. That's literally what he goes by. I'm not just saying that one guy. Like, you know, that one guy I like.
There's a guard up there.
I'll deal with him.
Okay, I'll follow you up.
No, he's a classically trained bassist who built his own instrument called the Magic Pipe. And it's kind of the coolest thing in the world.
Okay, come on up.
You know, I don't think that guy's dead. I think he's just in pain. You know what? Sure.
All right. Where's John?
That one guy, on Twitch, he's Radio One Guy.
Can't see him in that group. Let's keep looking.
I can't even see the group.
Hey, I think I see him. There's a group in front of that barn, just to our right.
Yeah. I see 2 guards. Okay, take them out, and let's go get our boy.
Okay.
Wait, shit! I don't think that was John.
Well, let's go over there and see.
Well, even if it was,
I think one of those guards was still moving.
we set off the fucking sirens. But yeah, when y'all get a chance, you should listen to that one guy. Makes some really cool shit. I've actually had one of his songs stuck in my head this whole time. And sure, I would love to hear a funny story about music.
Come on, Arthur. Let's keep moving.
Where is he? You see him?
No. You. Mister. You know John Marsden?
He ain't working today.
Put the gun down, lady. No. You put the gun down. Now. Where's John Marston?
He ain't in the work detail today.
Okay, well, I guess we'll go and get him together. Try anything, I'll blow your damn head off. You clear on that?
Yes, very clear.
Oh, no, you don't.
Sadie, you gonna do something about that fella? Because I can't do anything.
And why
Here we
don't
go.
you apologize to the lady for pointing a gun at her?
Excuse me?
I said apologize.
I'm sorry, ma'am.
Ain't no harm done.
So, where do we go?
Towards the entrance, I guess.
And who's in charge of this fine establishment?
Jameson, sir.
Jameson who?
No, Mr. Jameson. Heston Jameson.
Is he a nice fella?
He's been quite an exacting boss at times.
I look forward to meeting him.
They're not gonna let you do this.
Well, that's gonna be up to you, my friend.
You know, I've actually been thinking about this mission a lot lately, and I don't know why.
Please.
So, you a popular employee, my friend?
Not especially.
Well, I guess we're about to find out.
That don't bode so well for you, friend.
Come on, march him straight up to the front gate.
We better hope someone in there actually gives a damn about this fool.
Guess we'll see. We're gonna have to shoot our way out of here regardless. Hold your fire! Bastard!
Oh my god.
Okay.
Why is she just running up out in the open?
Do as I say.
That don't help nobody.
Down, now!
Jameson! Is Jameson in?
He's in Saint Denis. They got Milliken.
Got him and gonna kill him. Unless you bring me John Marston. Right now. You got 1 minute. I'm counting. 1, 2, 3. Milliken, is it?
Yes, sir.
Will you count for me? I got talking to do.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. From 1 or 4?
Oh,
sir?
very funny. No, we must be at 11 by now.
11, 12, 13,
Faster.
14, 15, 16,
Now hurry up! Well, this poor fool's gonna get his brains shot out. And over what? For nothing. Milliken, don't stop counting. I can't hear you.
Hurry up and bring that asshole out here, you bastards! Come on!
Don't cry, buddy.
I don't want to die.
Yeah, I know. Hey, John.
Hello, you two.
Now, no funny business. Or Mr. Milliken here will stop crying once and for all. Okay, today's your lucky day. Let's go!
Let's clear these and make a
Run for it, you two. Or we'll stand and fight. Why not? It's not like we're pinned down or anything.
Cover us! Joe, let's move!
What's it look like I'm fucking doing, Sadie? See, when you tell me you got to meet Billy Bob Thornton, all I can think is, like, was this when he was married to Angelina Jolie and they wore each other's blood? Arthur, pick up the damn hat! Pick up the damn hat, Arthur!
Here comes some more! Get down!
Been a while, John.
You're telling me? What took you so long?
I'll explain later.
Arthur, load your fucking gun.
Yeah. Believe me, that was my one and only time flying.
Not now.
Finally shot somebody, but wasn't who I was aiming at. I lost my fucking hat again. Arthur, what are you doing?
Okay, fellas! Time to go!
Look out on the left! Coming from the board!
Lucky shot.
Okay, go.
More behind us! Find some cover!
Will y'all leave my fucking hat alone? How is that motherfucker still standing?
We gotta go! This way! Follow me!
You think
Get
4
down!
bullets to the chest would
Hold
do
him up
something?
so we can get to the boat.
You just said to hold him off. I'm just trying to follow directions. Wow, you two are slow.
You always seem to need rescuing, Marston.
Nice to see you, Arthur.
There's some fellas coming here. Don't look too friendly. We best get out of here.
Come on, boys, let's move! I'll row. You shoot.
Seriously?
Let me. You're a better shot.
Right, fine. You just relax and enjoy yourself, John. Leave the real work to them that can still handle it.
Thanks.
Where'd the repeater come from?
Off us.
Wow.
Or we will gun you down.
Can't do.
We got a
Thanks for the hunt.
You know, I think I liked you better when you was all trussed up like a prize chicken.
No doubt.
Oh, hurry up! They're gonna be on our tails soon enough if you boys keep wasting time.
Oh, that's us told them.
Hey, Arthur. Thank you.
Don't mention it.
Let's go. We should get out of here quick before the law gets wind of this.
So what the hell happened in Saint Denis? Is Abigail all right?
She's fine. Jack is too. She managed to escape when they got Hosea.
Hosea. That still don't seem real, somehow. All them years. Arthur. He was like family.
Yeah, we lost young Lenny, too.
No. What a goddamn mess. And then what about the money?
Lost somewhere at the bottom of the ocean.
What? How the hell did that happen?
We hit on a boat. was the only way out of there. The boat went down in a storm, and we ended up stranded on an island somewhere near Cuba.
Cuba? Wait, you're gonna have to tell me all this again.
It's a long story, but things ain't been good, John.
You're telling me?
We're holed up now in the mountains to the north, near Roanoke Ridge and some caves there. The Pinkertons caught up with us again, and we had to move.
Yeah. Seems Molly ratted us out, the bitch. So she's dead too.
Jesus. Maybe you should have just left me to hang.
And I should warn you, Dutch didn't want us breaking you out. Said it wasn't the right time, so might not be the hero's welcome you're imagining.
So much for no man left behind. I can't stop thinking about this. In the bank, when they grabbed me, he saw it. Felt almost like he had a moment to do something and didn't.
Dutch ain't himself right now. Or maybe he just ain't who we thought he was.
Guess we don't need to worry about who's his favorite no more.
Huh. Guess not.
Pardon me. I still would like to, at some point, try and stream the original game. One way or another. Hi, Kira. How you doing, baby?
You brought him back to me.
We told you we would.
John! What are you doing here?
Good to see you too, partner.
I meant I hadn't sent for you yet.
I will.
But I said that.
Yeah, I know what you said. I felt different.
Is that so?
Yes.
And when Spring and John brings the law down on all of us, what then, Arthur?
Well, I guess we'll have another fight on our hands.
Loyalty, Arthur. It ain't. I had a goddamn plan! John. You are my brother. You are my son. I was coming for you.
It was talking of hanging me, Dutch.
They was talking. They was talking. And now they may come and hang us all.
Pardon me. And that would be another of Arthur's dream sequences. Hey, that ain't my hat.
Arthur.
At least that ain't the hat I was wearing.
Oh, sorry. I was miles away, thinking of, I don't know.
Dutch said to tell you he and Mike have gone to Annisburg. Something about Mr. Cornwall.
Cornwall. Okay. Thanks, Mary Beth.
And of course, by now, we have definitely learned to associate Cornwall with nothing good.
Arthur.
Mrs. Annabelle.
Thank you so much.
Oh, he ain't done yet.
Abigail. Where'd I get Annabelle?
Dutch seems.
To have lost his mind? And no,
Just be careful.
I don't have to be careful. I have you as a friend.
Yeah, but I ain't a shield from whatever the fuck Dutch is gonna do. You should still be careful. I'm just saying. Okay, I don't know why, but Design the Skyline sounds kind of familiar. They probably shouldn't, but they do. Why did they kick you off the bus? Did you sit at the back making obnoxious noises and then attack one of them? Yeah, that's a wrestling story. When SmackDown... Well, not just SmackDown, maybe. I don't know. I don't remember. But, basically, WWE was touring Scotland, right? And on the SmackDown bus, Sin Cara was allegedly sitting at the back of the bus, making obnoxious noises. There was no description of what obnoxious noises he was making. But the Going in Raw podcast assumed that, or they came up with the idea that he was sitting back there with his mask pulled up just enough so that his mouth was out, and he was just sitting back there going, just making fart noises the whole time. And then Chris Jericho, you know, international wrestling legend Chris Jericho, turns around and says, "Hey man, that's annoying. Cut it out." And then Sin Cara, out of nowhere, just jumps up and rushes Chris Jericho at the opposite end of the bus. So, Sin Cara got kicked off the tour bus in Scotland. Pardon me.
Hello, Karen.
Look who it is. Oh, Arthur. Big, tough Arthur. You wanna know something, Arthur?
What?
I don't know. I don't know. I had something to say. I did.
Take it easy, Karen. On the hooch.
Why? Because a good, sober life will bring me peace and contentment? What a crock of shit this world is.
Listen to your words of wisdom. As soon as I'm shown some
Kiss the
evidence of
kitty.
brain inside you.
My little girl Kira sitting on the desk right now. Follow me on Twitter at Erie Emily. Show me pictures of your animals.
Oh, hell.
Oh hell? What have I done?
Come on, girl.
Is it just that I look terrible because of the tuberculosis? Because even then, have a little decorum there, Pearson. Don't just take one look at me and go, oh hell.
Easy. Whoa.
See, I feel kind of lucky that I didn't have a situation like that during my recent trip. Now, granted, I wasn't on tour with somebody, and I didn't get kicked off of anything, but, closest I got to having to ask where I was when I was in Chicago, and decided that I was going to try and walk from Union Station to the Shed Aquarium. Got almost there, said fuck it, and got lunch. And then had to ask a homeless guy for directions. And I don't mean to sound dismissive of the fact that he was homeless. He was standing about 10 feet away from where I got lunch. And he asked me if I could spare some money, and I said no, but I can buy you a sandwich. Then I gave him the sandwich, and he told me all about how he was, how he used to be in the military down in Texas.
Wow.
Now, everybody made fun of his name. Because his father was a pastor and named him Salophasis. And everybody in Texas thought that was hilarious.
Was you followed? No. Was you followed? I said no.
Okay.
What is your problem?
What is your problem, partner?
If you're so worried about being found out, Micah, why would you shove him up against the wall and scream, "Was you followed?" in his face? Why wouldn't you be a little more fucking discreet?
You don't look so good.
What is wrong with you?
Nothing wrong with me. I'm fit as a fiddle.
And not inside you ain't.
I'm just a realist, friend.
Micah reckons there's a rat.
Oh, does he?
Micah would
On
fucking
what
know.
evidence?
He's only back a minute. Pinkerton show up.
We've been on the run since you two fools went crazy in Blackwater. We barely escaped with our lives in Saint Denis. Now we got a rat.
Well, Molly clearly talked, but who else?
Maybe we pushed things
Micah!
too hard. Maybe time for folks like us is past. We don't need a rat. We got sloppier than the town drunk, and they know who we are, and where we are, and what we're doing.
Way I see it, best thing we can do is let the week go. Move on, get our money, start over.
That ain't happening.
Well, something's gotta happen, and fast. Otherwise, Cornwall, them Pinkertons, they've got us penned in here, and ain't none of them stopping.
Well, Cornwall's why we're here. Shall we, Dutch?
Yeah, it's time to go. Let's head to the river.
Oh, leave Cornwall alone. He ain't... We need money, but revenge, now?
Of course it's for money.
Come on, Arthur.
This better not be no stupid revenge mission, Dutch. It ain't worth it.
Don't be ridiculous.
Oh, Arthur, it's just a simple social call.
So, what are we gonna say to him that needs to be said?
He has been hunting us since Valentine. He is the reason that Hosea got killed. His sugar business is destroying the people of Guarma. This town, Arthur, is his town. He bought it just to destroy these folks. His sugar, his oil, his law.
These are wrongs that you can't right, Dutch. We're wanted men.
So why did you go for John against my wishes?
I didn't want him hanged.
Neither did I.
We're gonna cut a deal, Arthur.
What are you talking about?
We want out, and Cornwall wants us to stop robbing him, and we all know his money is what's keeping the Pinkertons on our tail. He's America, Arthur, and I want out, and he won't let us go.
This ain't making a lot of sense, Dutch.
It will, son. It will. A deal, some noise, and then we're gone.
I don't think we're getting a deal. I think we're just gonna mostly have
Cornwall's
noise.
boat is due in soon. Let's get down here behind these crates.
I want to thank you for your hospitality, Mr. Cornwall.
Well, I mean, we should... Anyone who can see patterns should know by now that, for Arthur and Co., things never go smooth.
This was a business meeting, Mr. Milton. We are not friends. I have spent a considerable fortune with your agency, and still nothing. This Vanderlyn robs me and laughs at me. I asked for the best. I paid for the best.
We are very close, Mr. Cornwall. I know you've heard this before.
Chance, sir. Send a telegram to Goldberg in New York. Tell him I won't borrow it more than 3.2%. Sorry, no, I have heard it before. And get that army man to pay his portage charge.
Yes, sir.
We are doing all we can within the confines of the law.
The law? I think we both know what you can do with your law. Find me Dutch Vanderlyn. Bring him here. And leave the laws to them as need them. Good day, sir.
Come along, Mr. Ross. We have work to do.
Mr. Didsbury. Mr. Cornwall.
Now listen up, Didsbury. What's all this about strikes? I bought into this mine because of mismanagement, and I intend to make it a success no matter what the cost.
It's the wages. Folk feel that you...
Feel? Business doesn't give two figs about feelings, sir, not two figs. It's a nonsense that will bring a plague on both our houses, sir.
Perhaps there is a plague on your house already, Mr. Cornwall.
What do you want, sir?
I'm not quite sure just yet.
Your impudence will be your undoing, sir.
I'm undone already. Even my best friend here, he thinks I'm crazy. And like this poor fellow you are talking to, my feelings are hurt.
You robbed me, sir.
And you robbed him. Funny world.
You show a criminal's grasp of sophistry, sir. I did no such thing.
You kill. I kill. You rob. I rob. Only difference I can see is I choose whom I kill and rob, and you destroy everything in your path.
I've heard just about enough.
I'll tell you what. You give me this ship, $10,000, and safe passage out of here, I'll let you live.
I'll do no such thing.
You sure? Good. I prefer it this way.
You've lost your man! Noise, Arthur! Noise!
Yeah, of course, noise. That's all we're gonna get is noise.
Oh, shit! Pinkertons!
You don't say. Cornwall's only been using the Pinkertons like his own private army. Not to mention we just saw him meeting with Milton and Ross. Why are we surprised? Oh, that's a lady. She's not shooting at me.
They're shooting from that building!
Yep, they sure are. Hey, Kira. How you doing, baby? Oh, girl. See, now you're hanging yourself on my headphone cable. What are you doing? Pup kitty, kitty baby. Kitty baby, what you doing? Wait, here, hang on. Sweet girl. I love you too, but now is not the time, okay? Hey. I love you. Why don't you go lay down for a little while, okay? I promise I will hold you and I will pet you as long as you want. Just give me an hour, okay? Or half an hour. Silly girl. She's a good kitty. Okie doke. Anyway, on with the shootout.
I found something interesting.
Come on! We gotta move!
Well, looks like Dutch lost his hat. And since we're about an hour in, I would like to take a second, say follow, subscribe, all that jazz.
Follow me and stay close.
If you like what you've seen, tell your friends. Please tell your friends. Word of mouth is kind of the best thing for a small streamer.
You'll see! Trust me! Trust you!
You sure you got the lungs for this, Morgan?
Shut the hell up!
Okay, you know what? Got him! Lovely. Hang on. That's not even... Son of a bitch. You know what? Fine, sure.
Up ahead! There's more of them!
Of course there is. Where's my hatchet?
You said
I saw it.
wasn't a revenge mission.
It wasn't!
There we go.
We got what we came for. Those papers.
I don't know what the fuck's going on. Where's my hatchet? All I want is my hatchet. Wait, I saw it. Well, Dutch is dead. Thanks, game. I just wanted my hatchet back. I'm sorry, everybody. Kitty girl, I love you too. Give me a little bit, okay? I'm working, trying to earn that $18 that I used to buy your cat food. Silly baby. Okay, and once again,
Now we're gonna be caught, Stretch.
This
game.
is the only way!
Want my
You'll
hatchet.
see. Trust me!
Trust you.
You sure you got the lungs for this, Morgan?
Shut the hell up.
Here come more! Take them down!
You said this wasn't a revenge mission.
Hang on.
It wasn't!
New hat.
We got what we came for. Those papers.
Gonna be a shallow grave for you, tenderfoot.
Wait, saw it.
This way! Come on!
Yeah, no, after you, Dutch. Give me a second. There we go. Got my hatchet back.
Did you put Dutch up to this?
Me? I just follow orders, Morgan. Put a bullet in that bastard.
Let's go! Let's go!
I love my Viking hatchet. I haven't gotten a ton of use out of it so far, but I love it. Oh no! Don't you dare!
More up top here!
Okay, good, I got it.
Gun them down! And let's get the hell out of this place! Shoot that oil wagon! Come on! We can take the horses from that coach!
Okay. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Let's go!
Well, at least we tried talking it out. Boys, lost your minds.
Oh, I felt a lot of guilt in this life, Arthur. I've killed too often, and poorly, but not this time, son. Come on!
Where did we get this rope?
All right, let's head for the hills, boys. They're trying to block us off. Go right.
Look out! We got
Horse, you better know where you're going. I can't aim and ride very well.
on the left. More of the bastards.
Pardon me.
They're trying to cut us off again.
Go left. Lose them through the river.
Look out, fellas. They're still coming.
Of course they are. Wouldn't be much of a chase if they gave up easy.
Looks like we've lost
okay?
Interesting social call.
Oh, don't play dumb and superior at the same time, Morgan. We all knew, sooner or later, Cornwall had to go.
Let me see them papers.
It's more attention we don't need. Feels like the whole world's closing in on us. Dutch, it won't be long before they find where we're hiding out now. Especially as we ain't exactly hiding out.
We just need a distraction. Buy us some time. It looks like Mr. Cornwall's company has signed a railroad contract with the army. And they're also moving dynamite down from, well, the Annesburg mines to Saint Denis to resell. And there's bonds at his oil factory. Maybe there's a way to get them off our back and get the money that we need. Micah, you look into this dynamite. Take Bill, I guess. Arthur, you go too. We are gonna need a lot of it. And Micah, we need to talk. Figure out some things.
Of course, boss.
Figure out what?
The plan. Getting out of here. Nothing's changed.
It hasn't, huh?
There's an old house west of Van Horn. Meet me there when you can, Blacklung.
Let's split up. We'll meet up back at camp.
Yeah. This is crazy.
Yep, Dutch is losing his mind. Hey, Sasha, where you at? Okay, I thought I saw something weird going on there for a second. Alright, cool. So, where to next? Get to go hang out with Micah again. Hooray, my favorite. Also, should probably eat something. Due to a combination of Arthur's tuberculosis and the heavy coat that he's wearing, my health core is slowly decreasing over time. So, gotta eat fairly regularly.
Not now, Arthur.
Not now what? I'm just passing through. You know what? Sure, why not? I'll stop in for a second.
Okay. Oh, sure. Really?
No. I'm scared, Miss Grimshaw. It feels like now. Oh, I ain't never normally scared, but feels like now it's only a matter of time.
It'll be okay, miss.
You sure?
No. But I'm sure you'll be okay. And I'm also sure that, well, I'm sure that I'm really proud of you. You've grown into a fine woman. You'll be well. I just know it.
I kind of wish that we would find out what happens to a lot of these characters. Because in the original game, and when I say the original, I mean the first Red Dead Redemption, not Red Dead Revolver. I haven't played Revolver. But in the original game, the only characters that we really get to spend any time with are John, who is the player character. Pardon me. We get Bill as our first antagonist. Pardon me, goodness, Gravy Goldberg. I cannot stop the burpings all of a sudden. Yeah, we get John, obviously, as a player character. Bill's the first antagonist. Pardon me. And then we get Javier as our second antagonist. Well, calling him an antagonist is sort of a misleading term. We get to run into Javier at one point. We don't actually interact with him much. But we do chase him down. And then Dutch at the very end. As far as everybody else in the gang, like anybody that you don't see get killed in this game, spoiler alert, a lot of people are going to die in this game. Yeah, anybody that you don't see get killed in this one, there's really no way of knowing what happened to them afterwards. And I kind of hate that. I kind of wish that there was a way to find out, like, what happens to people like Tilly. Oh yeah, and Uncle. Uncle's in the first game, obviously. I say obviously. If you've played the game, you remember Uncle. Alright, Reverend, since I'm here, I might as well talk to you. I'll deal with Micah later.
Reverend? You okay, Mr. Morgan?
I don't know, Reverend.
These are challenging times for all of us.
Yes, very challenging.
You don't seem yourself, somehow. I've always felt... I've left the morphine, sir.
Arthur, Reverend Swanson, would you excuse us a minute?
Of course.
New York. We are going to go to New York. Now, they have been chasing us south and east and west. We're going to get a boat, we're going to get on a river, and we're going to go north.
New York.
Then Tahiti, the Fiji Islands, or this place, New Guinea, dancing girls, freedom. But first, we have to make a whole lot of smoke, a whole lot of commotion. And then we disappear.
We need more commotion?
1 score and 1 whole hell of a lot of noise.
We ain't so good at doing scores anymore, Dutch.
Are you feeling all right, Arthur?
Sure, fine.
Pardon me for interrupting. Brought a friend, Arthur.
Hello.
Hello.
Dutch. This is Eagle Flies. His father is a great chief. Charles and I, we
pretended to be mercenaries. Did me a great favor.
Dutch Vanderlyn, how do you do?
Not well, sir.
Well, I am sorry to hear that.
How's your father?
Father has confused wisdom with weakness. His people, my people, we've suffered too much. Been lied to too much. Now they've taken our horses.
Who?
The infantry division posted at Fort Wallace.
Why?
Colonel Favors is a liar and a murderer. His people won't stop until we're all dead. Without horses, we cannot hunt. Without hunting, we will starve. This is another act of war.
I see that.
You men have helped me before, and I have money.
Put your money away, son. What do you think, Charles?
You know I told your father I will not fight over some horses.
But I made no such promise. Come along.
Yeah, Arthur, we must go with them. To try to stop things from getting out of hand.
I guess.
I don't think we got much of a choice, Charles. Whether we like it or not, out of hand is about
I know. I understand Eagle Flies' angry.
It's about the only thing we're gonna get out of Dutch.
Especially not with Dutch whipping him up into a frenzy. Got enough folks coming after us without adding arms to the list.
Bastards walk all over you? No, you're not. This is all that's wrong with this world. Okay, young man, lead the way.
The horses are on a boat near Van Horn. I have a man waiting for us there with some canoes.
Surely this can be done without killing anyone.
Of course. What will be, will be. Anyway, son, tell me about this Colonel Favors.
He's a vile man. He and his regiment take pleasure in persecuting us. All the young have been taken from our reservation, shipped off to reform schools. Many women, too. The old are weak and sick, but they deliberately withhold medicine and supplies from us.
This ends today. You have my word on that.
Pardon me?
Why are you getting involved in this, Dutch?
You know me. We shoot fellers as need shooting. We save fellers as need saving. Feed them as need feeding.
Not this again. It's been quite a while since we helped anyone but ourselves, and even you know that.
I told you. Noise. We need noise, Arthur. Noise. And faith.
I still don't know what that means.
Stop questioning and think. Just think for a second.
If I wasn't thinking, I wouldn't be questioning.
Time to reinforce. The civilized world is closing on us. Who knows what else Molly told them? We need
Spider.
to move towards a conclusion now.
Sure, but what's this got to do with any of that?
Some good, honest conflict between the army and the Indians might be just the distraction we need.
Baby.
Kill two birds with one stone. Cornwall was funding the Pinkertons' assault on us. Why do you think I dealt with him? With Cornwall gone, the government is far more likely to divert them to other issues, especially if there's one more scandal. And then we can slip away. Like I said, we just need that noise and one more score. You know, I went back for the chest I had hidden outside Shady Belle, and we're close, Arthur. That dynamite, the railroad contract with the army, it was all in those papers Micah found. I have a plan. You just have to trust me.
Arthur, where are you going? Yeah, and I did start late, so I'm still going.
There's Peta.
What, baby?
These men, like I said, they'll help us.
You coming up?
I got the canoes. The boat is still moored in the channel.
Good. Let's wait until nightfall.
Little Kira, as always, demanding attention.
All right.
She's being especially needy tonight.
We need to get that boat ashore. I think the best plan is to paddle up there silently, board her. Then when we got control, we'll deal with that anchor, float away. We'll be ashore before anybody even knows what happened.
Will we? Because I'm not sure this is going to go that well. Like I said earlier, nothing ever goes smooth.
Good luck.
Right, Kira.
Pull up alongside. Quietly.
Try not to kill anyone, Arthur.
Oh, okay. I heard a snap. I don't think that guy's just unconscious.
You mind the horses? I need to smoke.
Oh, no, not again. I had a sniff of a good head all night. I'll be retiring in the morning at this rate. Just a deal, will ya?
So what do we do about these three?
I'm in. Raise you. We can go higher than that.
Because they got guns.
God damn it, no. I'm out. All right. Call.
Hey, there's a hat. Oh, okay. Let's see here. Okay, I thought that might cause a distraction. I thought wrong.
What the hell? We'll take it back. What's ours?
So much for not killing nobody.
Wasting my time.
Yeah, dude's missing an eyeball now.
Arthur, deal with that anchor. Will you put the gun down?
I'm not trying to... Shut up,
You
Dutch.
think I have the first idea how this anchor works?
Just blow it up then. Hurry.
Right, because dynamite on a boat is gonna be perfectly fine.
Come on, Arthur.
You seem to be going pretty fast, Dutch.
I'm trying. We're headed to those rocks. Hold on.
Dutch, what was that you said about us being ashore? So now you just rammed us into the rocks. We're taking on water.
Boys all right back there?
Yeah, I think so. But there's a huge hole in the boat. Horses are spooked, and we're taking on water.
Come on, let's get him out of here.
So we're gonna lose all these horses that we came here to save.
Well, whatever else is wrong with you, you're quite the best pilot I've ever come across.
The horses are confused. We need to round them up. I'll get these 4, Arthur. Can you go after the others?
Can I have this one? Guess not. Okay. Swim, Arthur! You will literally die if you don't swim faster. Oh my god, get on the damn horse.
Over here, come on.
Yeah, if your stamina runs out in the water, you drown. And you cannot swim very far in this game before your stamina runs out. Same thing for the horses. Okay, don't give the horse a stimulant so it doesn't drown. This horse is gonna fucking die. Oh, no, here we go.
That's it.
Here you go, have a carrot. Sorry you almost drowned.
Oh, seems like Uncle Sam likes you fellas even less than he likes us.
So it goes. My father doesn't want to fight again. Will one of you help me return the horses to my men?
Well, Arthur needs to rest. I will. I like you, son. And after the horses, are we gonna wait for the army to come and wreak its revenge?
I hope not.
Of course we ain't. Now let's go check out that fort of theirs.
Is this a good idea?
This is the only idea, and it is one that will suit both of our purposes.
Fighting the army ain't wise.
Stop worrying. Oh, and Sadie told me about Combe. Meet us at Doyle's Tavern in Saint Denis when you can. Shall we go, son?
Certainly.
We'll start some light reconnaissance out at Fort Wallace, and when Comb's dealt with, you come meet us there. We'll set up a good spot for you.
I don't know, Dutch.
Yeah, well, I do. This is exactly the distraction that we need.
Your father said that fighting was an impossible gamble. There's no winning for you in this.
Father need not know anything. He'd rather live in ignorance.
Come along,
Your
gentlemen.
father would rather you did not do anything so foolish. I said I would stop this from happening. Would you talk to him?
Speak with Rangeful.
Yes. Would you?
Sure. I'll speak with him. You head on back to camp, check on the others. Dutch's behavior.
I understand. Thank you, Arthur.
The hell was that? Just everything turned red for a second, and there was a loud noise like thunder. Is that the boat exploding? Who knows? Alright, we're not that far from Micah. Let's go see him next.
Yep.
And should have about another... Whoops. About another half hour left in the show. So once again, I'd like to say, if you've enjoyed what you've seen so far, consider following, subscribing, and spread the word. Tell your friends. Word of mouth is really going to be the most beneficial thing, I think, for a small streamer like myself.
Slow up now.
Yep, we get to spend time with Micah and Bill, my two favorite people. You know what? I didn't even use my pistols that last one. Let's just keep those. Why not?
Ah, there he is. Old Black Lung Morgan. Shut up. Was you followed? Excuse me? Was you followed? You know who you're talking to. I ain't sure. I ain't sure about much no more. All I know is there's law whenever you're around. Is that so? Because it seems to me that since you've been riding with us, there ain't been nothing but trouble. Stirring things up all the time, getting in Dutch's ear. Seems wherever you is, there's Pinkertons and vice versa. So you better watch your goddamn mouth, boy! Or... Take it easy, Cowboy. You're gonna do yourself a mischief where you're heading. Micah, shut it! He started it! Dutch
no, Micah,
you
started it. You always start it.
To create a diversion. We gotta get some explosives to blow up the bridge. Keep the army out of here a few days. I think it's a real bad idea. I don't think Dutch cares too much. What you think? That's clear. We gotta confuse him one last time. Then he and I will head to Blackwater, collect the money, and help everyone leave. He's got a boat lined up. Blackwater's a fool's errand. Everyone knows it. Even a greedy moron like you. It's Dutch's choice, Arthur. You're just a senior gun, same as the rest of us. Only you ain't well. I'm fine. Then you'll do Dutch's bidding, which is robbing a stage that's coming from Annisburg full of explosives. Rob a stage? All we seem to ever do is rob a stage, you and me. Not me. You two. I got my own planning to do. You boys got this. Shit. Guess we have. Come on, Arthur. And Cowpoke, take it easy. You could do with a vacation, hmm?
All right, let's go.
I hope you get syphilis.
Girl.
Micah says we should jump it as soon as it comes through Van Horn.
So you're taking orders from him now?
I'm taking orders from Dutch, same as always.
A pair of them are becoming unhinged. You hear about Dutch killing Cornwall?
Hey, hold up a second. Pinkerton Patrol, over there. Okay, I think we're clear. Let's head off.
So, you were saying?
Well, that needed to be done.
Right now? With the Pinkertons breathing down our necks?
See, I'm starting to think that you've gone soft, Morgan.
No, I just think I'm the only one who hasn't been driven mad by all the death and destruction that
Let's hold up here.
Saint Denis led to.
So, wagon will be coming from that way, down from Annisburg. It'll take the two of us to stop it completely, or it'll never get done. So, I was thinking, you go play dead, and I'll take care of him.
No, I'm the better shot, and you're the better actor. No, you play dead, and I'll cover you.
I got that. I got that. Oh, that's them coming now, I think. It'll be quite the show.
I don't know why Arthur lied. I'm not the better shot. Especially with a scope.
No moving. Go on. This place. These people. Move, you wicked! Move! Come on. Let's get you out of...
Ah, fucking... That horse ruined everything. What kind of rifle is this? Where? Oh, that guy?
Come on, Arthur! Quick! Let's get the explosive!
I'm coming. Oh, hey, that's a new gun. Thanks, Bill.
Right, let's see if we can get this back to camp without blowing ourselves up. Nice shooting back there.
Nice drunk playing.
Comes naturally. I could use a drink after that.
Yeah, no. Just never goes easy no more, does it?
And of course we got company. Where would the excitement be if we actually got away clean?
God damn it! Still more behind us. Oh, shit! They're aiming for the dynamite!
I like that guy's hat.
I'm all right, Arthur. Here, we need to deal with this. We're leading them right back to camp.
What do you think I'm doing?
Pardon me.
Okay. I don't see any more.
Well, we just ran over an innocent civilian.
Oh, that was close. Don't reckon I'm cut out to be a dynamite wagon driver.
Killing a bunch of folks so we can rob some dynamite, blow up a bridge. This make any sense to you?
It's a distraction. So it ain't meant to make sense.
It should to us. It's our plan.
You know, I've had it with the moaning. Look, there's Micah up ahead.
Great.
My favorite.
Whoa! So, you got it? We got it. Yes, we got it.
What's wrong, Arthur?
Nothing at all, boss.
John,
Go drive this over to Bacchus Bridge. Get it hidden near there.
He really does think he's in charge.
You go on ahead. I need to speak with Arthur. Good work, son.
What's going on?
Listen, I know we ain't always seen eye to eye, and you find me irritating and a threat, and I like to annoy you. But right now, I need better from you, Arthur.
Okay, Micah. Whatever you say.
I ain't the bad guy you think I am, Arthur.
No, you're worse.
I am a survivor. Stick with me and you'll live. Oh, the bridge is probably a two-man job. You should probably go help Marston.
Why don't you?
Like I said, Dutch and I got planning to do for the train. There's a big picture here, Arthur. Trust me.
Never in my life have I hated two little words as much as I hate those. Alright, we got time for one more. Let's go see Sadie.
Yep.
And then I think that's probably going to be it for tonight, because we got about 20 minutes left. Yeah, you kind of missed all the fun stuff earlier. Squid Punk was in here. We were talking about Spider-Man for a while. That was sort of the most exciting part of the show.
Yeah! You done good, girl.
And then we sort of got onto the idea of, or the topic of inspiration. Because Todd McFarlane was, we were talking about Spider-Man, and then Spawn came up. And Todd McFarlane's kind of a scumbag. He talked about how a friend of his was really inspired by Todd McFarlane's art. And you know what? I'm cool with that. Like I said earlier, for anybody who's watching this on YouTube or whatever, you already heard this earlier, but I think that's fine. Be inspired by the art that someone makes. That doesn't mean, though, that, like, you can't admit if that person has done something shitty. Like, try to cheat Neil Gaiman. Or say that the Chinese are a subspecies of humanity. That was Morrissey. That's not McFarlane. Yeah, I'll tell the story again, why not, since Spider wasn't here earlier. And is also a Neil Gaiman fan. Neil Gaiman actually briefly wrote for Spawn. He created a character named Angela. And, Todd McFarlane didn't pay him for his work on the comics. So, Neil took him to court. And, he won to the point that, McFarlane had to pay him everything he owed him, plus residuals on sales of comics featuring his characters, and was told that he would not be allowed to use those characters again without Gaiman's permission. So what did McFarlane do? He created a rip-off character. It was literally the same character with different hair and a different name. which he did eventually stop using under threat of further litigation. So yeah, like, if you're inspired by Todd McFarlane's art, that's great. But, that doesn't change the fact that he's kind of a dickhead.
I seen hats flying all over in this wind.
Oh, it's messing up my hair, too.
What's up, baby? Like, y'all know me. I really like cosmic horror. I like the works of H.P. Lovecraft. I can still admit, H.P. Lovecraft was, poorly educated and very racist. Don't have to like him as a person. Hi, Kira.
There you
Good
are.
God,
Here
kitty.
I am. Come on.
Give me
let's
just
go.
a little
Let's
bit.
Go where? Why are you so riled up?
Today
trying
is
to
a
work,
big
my
day,
baby.
Arthur. Today is the day they are going to hang Colm O'Driscoll.
That's so.
Rather they hang him or I shoot him.
Oh, they are gonna hang him.
Yeah, and not before time.
That boy's been on the gallows more than most. I wouldn't count anything until his neck's broke.
Well, nor would I. Which is why, despite us being wanted men, we're gonna attend the event ourselves.
And follow him onto the scaffold?
Well, let's hope not. But if I could see that son of a bitch breathe his last, I think I'd die a happy man. We are gonna disguise ourselves.
In this?
In this.
Let's be cops.
Okay.
Come on.
I mean, if you wanted to, I wouldn't mind. We got time.
Just look the part.
Yeah,
cut
give us
through
something
the
to talk
alley
about.
To get to the gallows. We keep our weapons holstered, our disguises on, and our wits about us.
No, you Kira.
Mrs. Adler,
You good kid.
might I say, being a fancy woman of Saint Denis suits you.
I'd dress up like the Queen of Sheba if it meant seeing that son of a bitch swing.
Colm hung me up, nearly butchered me. That don't mean I'm comfortable in this woolen coat.
You made it out of that predicament, as I remember, Mr. Morgan. My husband weren't so lucky.
You lost your husband. I lost my darling Annabelle. That poor boy Kieran. We've all lost something because of Colm. And that is why we will shepherd him to eternity.
Amen to that.
Now keep those fingers off those triggers, because we'll need cool heads and calm dispositions to see this done.
Practice what you preach, brother.
Whatever do you mean?
Are you gonna keep your cool? Really? When you seem to lose it all so often now.
This doubting and questioning of yours, I miss the old Arthur.
Don't we all?
You two quit it. Y'all got a job to do, and we're all in rough agreement about how we're doing it. As far as I can tell.
Exactly.
We'll get it done, all right.
All right, then. Come on. We got a hanging to witness.
Look here. Don't the public love an execution?
And I mean, on that topic, like I said earlier, like, you know how much David Bowie means to me, right?
Good. Now, you see that pair of assholes?
Sure.
They're Combs boys.
Yes, I think so.
What a surprise. I'm glad we're here. What are they pointing at?
I don't know. We gotta follow them and find out.
Yeah. Oh, here comes somebody. Stay here.
Don't do nothing.
Yeah, y'all know how much Bowie means
Go
to me.
brush that horse, officer.
Yes, sir.
The crowd came to see a show. We don't want to disappoint them.
I guess they did miss their chance to see John swing by his neck.
Hey, you know I wasn't going to let it come to that.
I guess I don't know what I know no more.
And I guess this isn't the time to question either my decisions or yours. Here and now, Colm O'Driscoll's going to get his do? He's cutting in there.
When Bowie was working on the album Station to Station, and he came up with his Thin White Duke character, Bowie was doing a lot of drugs and briefly dabbled in fascism.
Bunch of cops. How many?
Enough. So what do you think?
Paul's up on the roof. Once he starts shooting, we have to have our wits about us and move fast.
Yeah, I guess we faced worse than this before.
Sure. Let's get to it.
Yeah.
So, they got a guy up on the roof overlooking the gallows. Find a way up there, onto one of these verandas, through a building maybe, and get him. And do it silently.
Well, obviously I'm gonna do it silent. They'll want to see this bastard swing.
And Bowie has said since then that, he doesn't remember the fascism. That basically, he was doing so many drugs that he doesn't even remember half of what he said during that period.
I'll go back to Mrs. Adler.
He says that he doesn't remember, like... Not only does he not remember what he said, he doesn't know, like, when he was in character and when he was just speaking for himself.
Gallows, which way was he?
So I find it kind of odd that that character, the Thin White Duke, kind of became his legacy. Not the image, but just the name. To the point that,
Wow, what we got here?
that Neil Gaiman, as I mentioned, who I keep name dropping in this stream, actually wrote a song, or wrote a short story called the Return of the Great White Duke, or the Thin White Duke. The Return of the Thin White Duke, I think was the name of it. I guess I can't get my hat back. Oh well.
For as long as any of us can remember, it is justice that separates us from barbary. Yet justice itself can at times be barbaric. For sometimes a man is so savage, the only way to deal with him justly is by savagery. Colm O'Driscoll is one such man. He has murdered, tortured, robbed, stolen, raped, and abused for a decade across 5 states, seemingly with impunity. Today, justice catches up with him.
As well you may. I've been a bad man.
Silence!
These charges...
This is not a court where you shall be tried. This is a place where your sentence is to be carried out. And your sentence, Colm O'Driscoll, is that you are to be hanged by the neck until you are dead. This is not a task we take lightly. It is not a task we enjoy. But it is a task we must carry out if our civilization is to prosper. Gentlemen, are we ready? Colm O'Driscoll. May God, in his infinite wisdom, have mercy upon your soul. Whenever you are ready.
Now you know how it feels to watch somebody you love die. You ruined my life!
So much for keeping cool heads about all this.
You hear us? Take a shot on these O'Driscolls!
Don't want that to get between us.
Shot that dude in the ass. mean, I basically have infinite ammo here, so...
We got him.
Let's just get out of here.
Go.
I don't know why they still had me worrying about the bolt. Pardon me. Pardon me again. But yeah, the game and story, The Return of the Thin White Duke. I think that was what it was called. I think it was Return. But basically, the idea is this fantasy character, like you would see in the Sandman comics, called the Thin White Duke, is sort of bored with his existence. And at the end, he walks into this mist, and he emerges in London in the 60s, and he is the musician David Bowie. It was an interesting story. It was kind of a neat little tribute to good old David Jones. But yeah, I think he wrote it while Bowie was still alive, but didn't publish it until after he was dead. It's in his short story collection, Trigger Warnings, Short Fictions and Disturbances, which is a fantastic subtitle. And you can actually find it online pretty easily, if you want to read it at some point. Anyway. Alright, so that's that.
Arthur?
Well, we saw the bastard hang okay, but the whole thing ain't gonna save us.
I guess that's one less thing to worry about.
I guess compared to the entire government, in the end, Como Driscoll didn't seem like such a worry.
A letter came for you.
Oh, okay.
I know it's from that Mary.
Mary?
She ain't worth it, Arthur.
Who is?
My dear Arthur, you never showed up. And now, after looking at the newspapers, I understand why. I don't imagine you'll receive this letter, but I, nonetheless, must send it. Arthur. Oh, Arthur. I was just starting to dream the silliest and softest of dreams. I miss you, and I will always miss you. But I cannot live like that. And it seems you cannot live any other way. When I'm with you, the world makes sense. But when we are apart, I see clearly that your world is not a world from which one can escape. I'm so sorry for everything. For everything long ago, and for starting up that business again. There's a good man within you, Arthur. But he is wrestling with a giant. And the giant wins time and again. You've broken my heart again. And I fear I have broken yours. And for that, I will never forgive myself. But you must let me go now. I enclose a ring you gave me many years ago, when we were both young. Not because I don't like it, but because I care for it far too much, and it reminds me too much of you. I hope one day you will find some people in love who can use this, for it kept me thinking of you all these years, and I hope by returning it to you, I can finally be free. Goodbye, Mary.
Alright, and with that, I think it's time to go ahead and call it a night. So we've been almost 2 hours here. And I'm hungry, and my kitties are demanding my attention. So thanks for stopping by, everybody, anybody, whoever is here or has been here. Honestly, I have no idea if what's on the screen is correct or not, but it doesn't matter. Pardon me. But yeah, thanks anyway, everybody, anybody.
Has anyone seen Kane? Where's Kane? Miss Grimshaw, have you seen Kane?
Well, no, son, sorry I haven't. I'm sure he'll turn up, though. He's a wanderer.
I'm really worried. Kane! Come on! Kane! Kane!
Pardon me. But yeah. So, y'all know the drill. Follow, subscribe if you want, all that jazz. You can use Twitch Prime if you want. That's, you can link your Twitch and your Amazon accounts. Get 1 free subscription a month. You can use it on me. I get paid. You don't spend a penny. Everybody wins. You can also check out my my Patreon for one time, or no, not one time. You can check out my Patreon for if you want to support the streams. Or you can check out my coffee for one-time donations. Pardon me. Big thanks to all my patrons, Caldwell, Aaron, Jenna, and Jenny, for their contributions.
Can I talk to you a second?
Sure. No.
I'm just so worried about Karen, Arthur.
Why?
You know why. She's gonna kill herself when she hits the liquor.
Sure, but I guess that's her choice. I'll try speaking with her.
Thanks, Arthur. I'll try too. But we both know it won't work.
Pardon me. It's kind of a big yawn there. But yeah. Also, I have a Teespring. If you want to buy shirts and stuff, you can check that out down under the video and stuff. Also, consider looking into PNG that you'll see on Twitch under the video there. Big PNG. That's Pretty Neat Gamers. It's a streaming community by and for trans people. There's some cool folks over there you might want to check out. And with all that, thank you again, everybody, for coming hanging out for a while. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. And I hope you all have a wonderful evening from here on in. I'm gonna go get something to eat. So I'll see y'all next time. Bye for now, everyone.